So, Michael Bublé and Christmas is already almost gone and 2021 is in front of our door. There's 5 terrible mistakes that you can make in 2021 and I'm telling you which one to avoid, so let's roll.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
After you liked and smashed this vlog, I want to dive directly into it. So first of all, do not day trade, guys. Day trading is something that is very, very hard. I mean, to put it in a very easy perspective to understand, imagine the following. So go in the list of top 10 most richest persons. You will see Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, and so on and so forth. So those people are not day traders, right? I mean, they're not. So they are actually long-term investors. Some of their net worth is invested for a very long time into a very disruptive consumer company, or in the case of Warren Buffett, into a very long-term investments. And this is how they make their money. I know it sounds boring, but you want to go boring and rich for sure? Or do you want to go stressed, bald, and poor? Because most of you, maybe like 98% of all day traders that's just starting will lose all their money. There's so much that will play into it. It was for emotion, money management, risk management. All of these things play a huge role. It's very dangerous, and therefore don't do this. I know it's there's some advertising on YouTube for those day traders out there, and I can imagine how you would love to trade a little bit here and there, then put aside an amount. Like if you're trading with $10,000, take your own $1,000 and try your luck. But I'm telling you that it will not be as successful. I know there's a couple of you guys will say and write into the comments, hey, what this guy is talking about, I'm super successful. Yes, but most of the viewers are maybe 5 years or less on the market, and I'm just thinking that long-term investment is a proven strategy rather than trying to day trade. And therefore this day trading has a fantastic picture, because now in 2020 it was a year of comeback and people just went into March, April, May, and everything went up. So it's actually most of the investors are not that good. It was just a super bull market, and therefore be very careful and stay long term. The next point is also a super interesting one, but before we diving into it, make sure to check out X10Masterclass.com. It's my own website. This is not like a sponsor or anything. This is my own course. You can get all my knowledge. Imagine you could, dive into my brain and get all the knowledge that I have about stocks and finding 10x stocks, and even get, lifetime access to Discord channel and also a 107-point Excel file. Well, this is exactly what you can get, and you can get even with Wolf 27 minus 27% discount until the 27th of December, which is my birthday. So check it out. It could change your life. Now, the next one is also important: money management, guys. Don't be an Wall Street bets autist and go all in one stock or one Neo stock or or any other Nikola stock or something else. You have to manage your money accordingly. Leave a little bit of cash, maybe 5 to 10%. Don't make it too much, because you always wait for the crash to buy in, but waiting for the crash will actually make you not gaining that much and maybe the biggest bull market ever. So then align according to your conviction rate your investments into those companies, guys. No company is worth all your portfolio. And there's for sure companies where you say, okay, I can invest 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe 60% of your portfolio, but going all in one company, and even if you be honest to yourself, sometimes you don't do the research for the company, that's maybe one of the most riskiest bet that you ever took, okay? Even more riskier than marrying your husband or wife, guys. This is even more risky, so don't be an autist, be a clever investor, and therefore, never go all in and think about your money management. Specs are spectacular. Yes, but they are also maybe a little bit sometimes overhyped, okay? I'm talking about those like Nikola, maybe Helion, or other companies that, gave a little bit up of their brilliant fairy dust. I mean, look at those companies, guys. SPAC is something great, okay? First of all, this is something great because you have more access to younger companies on the market. You can, go into those growth phases with them, and it sometimes seems too early, but it's actually not. And on the other side, I think it's something nice to learn. And on the average, if you invested in all IPOs since the inception of a couple of years ago, you would make like a 20% average of return, which is not bad at all. But if you would choose just a handful, that you researched and you really stand behind it, and they have maybe already a product market fit, then you would see that you would make 200 or more return on investment if you just handpicked and did your research. So I think it's something to consider when investing into specs, that they can be very volatile. They can be sometimes overhyped, specifically with the overall situation of the, let's say, little bit overheated market. I don't say it's not fair value, but it's some areas of the market is a little bit overhyped, okay? So be careful, but still, as with the fundamental story standing, that interest rate and cheap money is there, we need to look in the future of companies and value them on the next 3 to 5 years. So, just be careful with specs. They can be sometimes overhyped. You might are better with researching 10 specs and just invest into 2 or 3 conviction rates. So just be careful. Another big mistake, in my personal opinion, is investing without the strategy. I mean, what is your specialty, right? I mean, here on this channel, we are looking for innovative consumer companies because I think this is so nice to predict. We know as community so much about consumer changing behavior. We know how things and products react on markets and what to look for, how to scale it. And if you're looking into the biggest companies in the world, those are or were innovative consumer companies. So we are hunting on this, guys, okay? So, and maybe some people say, no, I'm a specialist in B2B companies, right? Like, for example, SAP or Oracle. Or, for example, you say, no, I'm a specialist in companies that are doing work with governments. So because I know how the governments work and how these contracts look like, what the revenue streams could look like, and therefore I'm investing in Palantir. Or you are a specialist in AV. So there's so many options, guys. Find your niche, okay? Don't go here a little bit, there a little bit. I was there, and guys, let me tell you, it's not profitable because you will start to look into innovative companies in the medicine, then you will jump to a crazy EV company, then you will jump into a stock because it went already 200% up, and this is not investing. This will really, really vaporize your capital, and this is the last thing that you actually want to do with your capital. You can also the same, just throw out money out of the window. There's some people out there, they will pick it up in the ground. So make sure to have your own investment strategy, and how to find it you can learn here on this channel or in my masterclass or in my Discord channel. Join button below all the videos. You can find your access to the membership. So I definitely see you on the other side, and I wish you the very, very best, the best year of your life, 2021, because it was 2020 for me, so it will be 2021 for you. I know investing can be sometimes a waiting game, right? You're waiting a couple of years until you see the results, but I know then, you have this thought about margin, right? I mean, this beautiful instrument that gets you millions of dollars even, or $100,000 or $50,000 that you can leverage. And and then if you're wrong, then you actually get a margin call, which close all your position, and then you have a big hole in your portfolio or in your pocket. So don't do it. I mean, leverage is sometimes something interesting, but margin is something so difficult and so importantly, to understand the risk of, that I'm just cannot recommend it to anybody. I never did it. I'm more than 10 years on the stock market. I never did that, guys. And this will stay that way because I want to be not only a successful investor, but also a safe investor. Obviously, handling the amounts that I'm handling, it's important to know, okay, what risk I can take and what risks are too risky, because I don't want to go back 5 years in my wealth. Obviously I want to get better and better over years, and this is where I'm taking you on my journey here on this channel. So if you're still not subscribed, then do it right now.
We wish you a Merry